Now a fishing legend in his own mind, Rick Jordan.
Fishing. Hey, we're talking hunting today, too. We got a lot of things going on. The weather is absolutely...
Foggy.
Yeah. Dave and I were looking out. We normally see, what is that, St. Mary's Hospital?
Yeah, Essentia. Well, it used to be St. Mary's.
It's gone.
Yeah, the fog has pretty much obscured it from our vantage point.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it'll come back, I think. Hey, let's get cooking here. Or let's get hunting and fishing. Let's start out with Russ Francisco at Marine General. Good morning, Russell.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. How's your fog out there on London Road?
A little bit. But all you got to do is get about 5 miles inland. It doesn't exist. So.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Our drive down from Island Lake area was not the greatest, but it got worse and worse as we got closer to Lake Superior. All right, let's talk about fishing, which is a specialty of your department, Russ.
Yeah.
What have you heard?
Fishing is good. It's really good, be it inland or on the big lake.
Yeah.
It depends on who you talk to, but overall, big crappies, fair amount of muskies. Northern fishing, the folks that are fishing shallows have done pretty well. We're traveling between shows and meetings this week, and so we talked to some folks from the western part of the state, and they're on fire. Their charter guys or the guides are crazy, and fishing is good. So we've got an extension of summer, and warm weather coming in, and it's been just an odd year for weather, and so now we have some more odd weather. So
well. Yeah, we just know it's going to be odd about this time of year. So, as my dad would say, shut up and live with it.
Yeah, and the big thing is this is a great time to, pull an ice tent out of the garage or, see if the mice have been chewing on it, and a great time to winterize your boat, even if you're going to keep using it. Yesterday we were spooling line like crazy, so a lot of folks going fishing. A lot of out-of-towners coming to Lake Superior this weekend. So, people are on the move again, so it's back to fishing for a while, and then I'm sure we'll go to hunting. Leaves are really full, so it's sort of difficult, but I'm sure that'll change here pretty quick.
Yeah. I put some new line on my much-used reel, my yellow line, and I got about halfway filled on the spool on my reel, and it just turned into a huge snarl. I think from now on I'm going to have either your guys or Johnny's guys do that.
Yeah, put it on a machine. Take it to John or Matt or us, and then just and have it spin it because it'll go on correctly. There's a gimmick to it, and you can actually do it yourself, but you really got to pay attention. There's a lay of the line on the spools when they come from the manufacturer. They come off the big machines on the spools, and you got to have that lay the same going back on the spinning reel. Otherwise, you get this rat's nest. So people always say, "Spool my line," and the line's no good. I want a different kind of line. I say, "You spool it yourself, and did you roll it off the top of the spool or bottom?" Yep. And you got a spinning reel? Yep. You need to run it off the side. And they go, "Really?" I says, "It's less expensive to have us spin it on the machine because there's no waste."
I'm kicking myself. Everything that you just said there, I did wrong.
Yeah, everybody does.
I know
what we learned originally, but it's easier to do. So there's a gimmick to it. So if you have trouble, like I say, it doesn't cost you any more to have it done on the shelf, and probably less because you don't have all this line left on the spool. That isn't enough to fill another reel. And what do you do with it? So you put it in a tackle box and throw it away 3 years later. So.
Well, I left the spool in the garage, and the dog grabbed it and ran away. Trailing the line behind her. And I thought, wait a minute, I couldn't get the line off, and the dog does. It's crazy. All right, how has fishing been? What have you heard?
Well, so out in the big lake, fishing's pretty good. And South Shore is doing good. They're doing really good on lake trout. Lots of nice cohos coming off the South Shore from, around the Brule area or maybe even Port Wing all the way to Saxon Harbor. So that's been really good. But it's the fall time, and the water's settling, and we have those big winds. So unless we have some big temperature changes or big wind changes, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. I think we're going to have a good run of it. So we'll see what we have. We're ready to go. We're still bringing in and downriggers and stuff like that. A lot of folks rig in boats this fall, so they don't have to do it this spring, which is really a good thing if you can afford to do it and put the money into it, because when spring comes, you just got to put the boat in water and go. I've been telling all my customers it looks like we're going to have some late fishing here, so maybe change the lower unit lube now. Maybe change your oil and filters. Maybe even definitely stabilize your fuel every time you fill, so that if suddenly it goes south on us and starts snowing or something ridiculous, and you're all done for the season, at least that part's done. You're not trying to do it in the freezing cold. So we've got all that kind of stuff. 100 below antifreeze is out, so we've got all the fall stuff. We're still stocking summer stuff, spoons and sticks and things like that, boards and flies and flashers, and so we're still doing that. And now we're starting to put up boots and gloves and mitts, and we'll start putting up some ice lures next week. It's the number one call we get in the store. When's your ice fishing going to be up? Yeah. We're piddling away at it, and we're going to have it done. The hope is to have it done by October 1st, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. What's your favorite additive for the wintertime? Which one would you put in your boat? Stabilizer.
I would do Starbright.
Okay.
Either the Easy Store, Easy Start, or the enzyme. The enzyme. It's a blue fabric. I can't remember the name.
Can't either. I can see it sitting on the shelf.
Yep. But anyway, either one of those, and it doesn't matter. You can use somebody else's too. Those are my favorite, and we have Stable and some other stuff too. Just make sure when you buy it, it says it has the anti-corrosive in it, so that it coats your engine parts. That's the big thing. You don't have to fog your engine anymore as long as you use that kind of stuff. It'll save your spark plugs. It saves all that smoke and everything. It's just a better way to go, and it works really good.
And for heaven's sakes, and I am absolutely adamant about this, drain your lower unit.
Yeah, that's the one thing you want to do. If you can't do anything else, just make sure there's no water in that thing.
Yep.
And if it's milky colored, get it fixed. If it's not milky colored, drain it out, put new stuff in, because there's always metal particles in there. Mm-hmm. It's like sandpaper. So drain it out, get it cleaned up, put some fresh oil in it, and then you're ready to go. And I say this is a good time of year to do it, even if you're going boating a couple more times. If it's not milky, refill it. It's fresh oil, and you'll be able to go, and you don't have to worry about it when it gets cold. Everything flows out nice. It empties real well. There's no residue left in it, and this is a good time to do it. A
little bit about some good deals at Marine General, please.
Well, all kinds of stuff. We got downriggers in again. There was a shortage of them for a while, so if you want to rig your boat, $529 for Mag 10's best price in the country. All the winterization stuff is on sale. If you want 6 gallons of 100 below antifreeze, we use nothing but marine grade. You can get into that for $48 a case, 6 gallons to a case. We've got all kinds of deals on lures and stuff. Fred's got boots stacked up now. He's starting to put those on sale. So there's going to be I tried to get some more boots the other day, and they're sold out for the year. So I don't think we're going to run out of boots right away, but I bet you by January, like last year, we're going to start running out of sizes and stuff. So if you need new boots, you might consider doing that a little earlier than usual, and then we'll see what happens. I know we're only going to get 20% of all the ice, or 80% of all the ice augers and tents we ordered. They're going to shave us off all 20% because they didn't build enough. So they're going to be a little short as we get into January too. But up front, we'll be in good shape.
He is Russ Francisco at Marine General Supply. Russ, take it easy out there.
I will.
Thank you very much. Wow, look at the time already. 9:23?
Yep, in 7 seconds.
Thank you.
All right. Pat Cuckoo joins us, too.
Oh, well, that'll make it better. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing today?
Playing phone tag with the Superior Shooter Supply.
Some days I'm just not fast enough.
We did call you a couple minutes early.
Well, there you go. It's not me.
All right. I was going to put a list of the hunting seasons that are now either started or about to start, and I've run out of paper.
You have to write smaller.
I guess so. But there's a lot of shooting ready to go.
Oh, my gosh. There's a lot of shooting ready to go. And archery, too. We cannot forget about our archeries. People, that archery and crossbow season from the September 13th to January 4th, and there's youth hunt, 11 to 12. Of course, the gun deer.
Yep.
That's November 22nd. Not quite as late as it was last year, but pretty late. Later than normal. And then, of course, bear hunting.
Yep.
if you have if you do indeed have a tag. And then we've got the wonderful upland birds. And then we have early fall shooting goose. My gosh, I'm running out of paper here.
Yeah, we're running out of time, too. Well, yeah, it's a big time. I've got a story from a hunting season about 15 years ago. I had a black dog, and he and I were grouse hunting about this time of year. And we're walking around, and all of a sudden, boom, he disappears into the woods. And half a second later, I hear a guy yelling, "Get out of here, get out of here." Well, he had his lunch in his hands, bologna sandwich, and the dog says that's more fun than hunting grouse.
Well, we had, and this is really off the subject, isn't it? But we had some at the cabin. We had somebody that was building an addition onto their cabin a couple doors down, and that time we had, and those guys would break for lunch, and they'd put on the tailgate, and the next thing you know, he's coming over and said, "Your dog ate our lunch." And we said, "Well, she's like that."
It's a hunting dog.
We're sorry. And they said, "Oh, no problem." Except 2 days later it happened again, at which point my husband had to go in town and buy him a pizza because he was a thief.
That's good. That's good. What is there anything happening at the store? You're selling something that you're a little surprised at?
Well, one thing that surprises me every year, and it shouldn't, is like it's all 20 gauge. All 20 gauge, and it's all 20 gauge. That's been kind of consistent, really, and it makes perfect sense to me. It really does. Yep. We were kind of overlapping the trap season for the kids, and there's a lot of 12s there, although some kids do, use 20s, and we're concentrating on 12s, and every year, if I have a used 20 on the shelf, it's gone. It does not stay very long, be it a pump or even the single shots. And it's the only time of the year, well, I guess it would be, we have a huge market for single shots, and there's not many made anymore, really. There's, American-made single shots. So we have that market that we don't have at all. Just people that just maybe it's a budget thing, and that's fine. We really like to have firearms to fit everybody's budget. That's really important. But the single shots, every year, that really surprises me. But we have the rifles, and they've been kind of, they're chugging along. We always try to keep left-hand rifles in stock all the time, and they always do sell really well. Right. And of course, when you get everybody's trending towards light. This isn't exactly a hunting gun, but Ruger has a new 1022 in a carbon, and stop in and lift that up. I mean, I could use it as a necklace. That's how light that thing is. It is so light, you'll just blow your mind. Huh. And a lot of the rifles are like that too, that new Christensen arms, and that tendency has always been there.
That's a new name. That sounds new to me. Christensen?
Yeah, well, it's there, it's in with the older people, and I count myself in on that, of course. But who wants to, after you've been going through the woods, and especially if you don't have a dog, 6 ounces turns out to be 10 pounds at the end of the day.
You are right. Hey, what are your hours at Superior Shooter Supply?
We are open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Don't forget, we offer gun cleaning too, and we've had a lot of that going on.
And it sounds like you'd like to see some used guns come in so you can resell them for us.
We never mind. Yeah, consignments, we'll take them. Trades, we'll take them, you bet.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good job. 9:30, better take a break. I know what hunting and fishing means.
Yeah.
Yes, it means Johnny Chalstrom's with us. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Fishing has been fantastic.
Yes, fishing is really good. The lakes have a lot of room on them because it's starting to quiet down. And so fishing's great. Plenty of parking at the boat landings. And get out there and enjoy it before we got to walk on it.
Yeah, before we tie skates and go out on it, yeah. I have been amazed. I fish Island Lake, okay? It's minutes from my house. Good landing there at Abbott Road. I can't believe the amount of good fish and a lot of fish that we have found in Island Lake this year.
Yeah, I think we can be thankful for the new slot. I believe it's having a real effect. You can see already.
Yep, absolutely. It's been great, and I'm finding a couple of people that I know and didn't realize that they were fishing in the same areas that I was, including my family doctor, who was bragging about the fish. So
all right.
That's all right. That's a good deal.
Yep.
And don't forget catch and release. It's not a bad idea.
Catch and release. I like catching some nice walleyes, letting them go, and going home and eating a steak.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
The bait of choice right now is probably worms.
A lot of worms going out the door still, and chub minnows are back in stock. They're looking good, and now that the water's cooling down, we're even getting some shiners back in stock because the trappers are starting to get them again. So we got some bait choices out there, and that's good, but it's all working.
The term a death rig has come up a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. Can you explain what a death rig is, other than the worst?
I think I think now that's when I see the ones the spinners mark death rigs on them. They usually have a big funny shaped hook, and I think as they go through the water, it puts the bait into a particular tumble that seems pretty appealing to fish. Okay.
Yeah, I think I might be using one, and I don't know it.
Yeah, I'm looking at some, as you're talking about it. Yeah. I'm staring at some on the shelf that are called the Quick Change Death Rig, and it's a big, funny looking red hook with just one small little spinner blade that's ahead of the hook. So there's just a tiny bit of flash, and I'm sure the way that offset hook is, when you put a minnow through it, it's gonna dance around and wobble and tumble instead of just pulling through the water nice and straight.
Okay, all right, I got it. I think I use that a little bit here.
Yep. And it's working?
Yeah. Holy cow.
All right.
We have caught, I thought we had the lake record walleye, or my son did, until I knocked it off his landing net.
Then it's still there. All right. That's what I like to hear.
Oh, yeah. They're all in there. We put them back. We did not take one home. I think this weekend we might, though, because we're getting hungry.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you got to have a fish fry once in a while.
Yep. You got more than fishing there at Charleston's.
Yes. This weekend, I'm planning on the butcher shop getting busy because tomorrow is archery deer opener. So the deer are going to start filing in, and bird hunters are going to be coming through getting their small game licenses today. So we got a lot of that going on.
Yeah, are you a grouse hunter?
It's been a while. I always like to grouse hunt with my dogs. Yeah. And my two current spaniels. When the gun goes off, the one tries to get in my back pocket, and the other beats me back to the truck.
Yep.
So Belle and Hank, the mother and son. Belle tries to get in my back pocket, and Hank's going to race me back to the truck. And if the door's not open, he's going to try to find a way in anyway. Yeah. So.
Wow. Don't feel bad. I bet 90% of the dogs are like that.
Yeah, it's okay. They're bait shop mascots.
Yeah, they're darn cute.
That's what they do.
Black and white's beautiful. We've got a baby Labrador,
Yep.
She hasn't seen a gun yet, so I don't know. Or
No.
he, pardon me.
Yeah. Let him get introduced to a gun in another season, and when hopefully he'll be excited to see a gun instead of terrified.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to sharpen up their archery, you're the place.
Oh yeah, archery. With the archery season opening tomorrow, it's been a lot of last minute people coming in, getting their broadheads and making sure their bows are sighted in before they go and climb in the tree. So it's time to get everything ready. So if you're not ready yet, swing on by and we'll help you get set up.
Johnny, thank you very much. Keep a tight line. We'll see you later.
Take care.
I can remember, speaking of the gun, and I told this story so many times. My son was in the Air Force, and we had this black Labrador, rainy. I don't know how many years ago that was, probably 15. And he and I have been out in the woods. His name was, I forgot his name now.
Okay.
Blackie. So we're out in the woods, and I'd carry the gun and we'd go, and I kind of looked to make sure that he was far away or she when I fired the gun.
Oh, yeah.
So my son comes back from the Air Force, and he is itching to go in 1st of October. And he goes behind the red gate where there's a nice hunting area, and dog's sitting right next to him, and he unloads a 20 gauge. Mm-hmm. Found the dog at home an hour later.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to break him in, I suppose, easily.
Yeah.
Somehow.
He was, or she, whatever it was, I can't remember now, was out in the woods for a walk.
Yeah. And
didn't realize we were going to have to work for it.
Gee.
I'm not the first guy that had that
I
happen.
suppose.
Better take a break. We'll be back with more. Well, we're back at the Frenzy, and we've got Dave Miller with us from Northwest Outlet in Superior.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Dave, and good morning, everybody.
Howdy. I was just thinking, I always wonder, what are we going to talk about here? But you got, at Northwest Outlet in Superior, enough shoes to outfit just about every hunter here in the Northland. Shoes and boots.
Yeah. That season is definitely here where everybody's looking for hiking boots, they're looking for hunting boots. It's been busy, and I just drove in from Iron River, and the colors are really kind of starting to pop out here now. And it's like last weekend I was up helping with a trail race up the North Shore, and just the incredible number of folks that were out hiking the trails. This was at Crosby Manitou State Park.
Oh, nice.
But it's like everywhere right now is the time to get out, and it's like whether you're hunting, we're kind of coming to that time where it's time to wear a little blaze orange too, with the hunters out there and hikers and stuff. But just getting out and enjoying this brief little chunk of time that we have before it all turns white.
Yeah. That could be in mid-October, too.
I hope it is.
A month away, yep.
That's always good for us, and we're really kind of ready for it here. Got a few more things that still have to come in the door, but it's like all of the kids' winter stuff is out, and that always kind of seems to sell first, and then the ladies, and then the guys kind of after that. And so, looking at all the winter, like the boots and stuff, you're talking about the hunting boots, but then the winter boots, then all the hats and mitts and gloves, and all the construction guys are coming in looking for different Carhartt and Ariat clothing and long underwear. So it's across the board. The store is just really going through a change. And the crazy part is our summer clearance. We're going to pack that all up and put it away. But it's been really busy the last couple of days with that. So keeping that out for a little bit. But had a fella in last night that was just getting geared up to head up to the Boundary Waters for 4 or 5 days. And this has got to be a gorgeous time to be out up there too with the colors and stuff. And people are active and moving, and boy, if you're not, it's the time to get out and do it.
Yes, it is, and that's a pretty good place to do it. Fishing a couple of guys that in the neighborhood are saying that they really scored well on a lake called Rainy Lake.
Okay.
Big lake.
That's a little pond, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that is a big pond.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like being in the right place at the right time and having the good luck. But yeah, it's interesting listening to the folks talk before our time here too. All the things that are happening out there. So it's like folks get out and enjoy it.
Okay, give us your hours and I'll send you home.
Sure. Yeah, we are open Monday through Friday, 9 until 6. Saturday, 9 to 5:30. We're closed on Sundays, and folks, whatever you need to get outdoors, whether it's working, playing, or camping, check us out at Northwest Outlet. Check for ticks, and have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Milty. All dressed up in blaze orange, Matt King at Fisherman's Corner. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. How are we doing today?
I'm in blaze orange.
Ready for hunting season.
Yes, sirree. And I've seen a lot of birds in my neighborhood.
Yeah, we had Mom with the little chicks running around our driveway all summer. It was kind of neat to see, and she kind of was playing. My dog's never really seen them, but she was playing with them right on the end of the driveway there, and it was kind of neat to see you'd cross the driveway, come up the driveway, and they'd be crossing in front of you, and they were around all summer.
Your dog didn't try and retrieve any, did he?
No, they didn't see him really. Thankfully, I didn't want them to because they would have been running after him for sure. But no, it's there's been a few around, and I think we're in for a good fall season of grouse hunting. I
think so too. I've seen a lot of chicks in my neighborhood. In fact, a few years ago, I had an old black dog, Saginaw, and the first, and I swear he'd get so tired of chasing birds with me and the kids that he would tuck in the woods and welcome the birds to come sleep with him.
Yeah, those dogs love that grouse hunting. It's fun, and they get to run free and go after things, and it's fun to watch, right? Even if you're not successful bird hunting or whatever, they're fun to watch the dogs work and see how they act and all that. So it's good to see.
It sure is. Do you hunt it at all up by Itasca County?
Yes. Yep, I've hunted up there quite a bit. We go around. There's a lot of nice walking trails. There's trails that also don't let no ATVs on. There's a lot of area up there to hunt, and it's some nice trails and nice area for sure. And there's a decent amount of birds.
Yeah, if you're interested in getting up there, that's my area that we always do in October. Sand Lake area, right?
Yep.
There's some DNR headquarters all over Itasca County. Stop there, get a map, talk to the people that are working there, and they'll give you some good tips.
Absolutely, and like you say, it's good to have a map, and there's a lot of nice areas to walk and do whatever you want. If you want to take, they got off-road vehicle trails too. They got everything. There's a lot of area, and it's sand country, so it's not so. Obviously there's swamps, but not as much as around here. It's a little drier area, I would say.
Yeah, we've got a little more clay and black dirt stuff. Kind of messy on the dogs, but I do enjoy that neighborhood and the neighborhoods around the Twin Ports too. So
it's a big weekend. We got archery opening. We've got grouse season opening. There's early goose seasons going on. There's a lot going on here for the start of fall, and we're ramping up.
Remember the first time I shot a goose? I had to be high school age. Brought it home, paddled out there, got him, brought him home, and brought it into the house and put it in the kitchen. I said, Dad, do you know how to clean a goose? He said, get that thing out of here. So
waterfowl, what I always tell people is it's an acquired taste, but you also got to figure out ways to make it where you take some of that livery taste out of it, I would say, right?
Oh.
And so different ways. I've had jerky made out of geese. That was absolutely delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of, for me, I do a lot of waterfowl hunting. I take and make duck poppers.
Ooh.
So you take like a jalapeno pepper, or if you don't like the heat, you can take small red or orange or yellow bell peppers, whatever, and fill them full of, just slices and cut the breast into slices. I marinate that in Worcestershire and soy, and then I fill that pepper with cream cheese and put the duck on it and wrap it in bacon, grill it. When the bacon is done, it's done.
Ah.
And it's delicious, actually. I mean, I've had a lot of people that are like, no, I don't eat waterfowl. I'm like, okay, just taste it, right? And they've asked me for more. So, you got to figure out ways that you like to eat it, because it isn't, it's not grouse, right? Grouse is one of the best, I think, upland game birds you can eat.
Yep.
They're delicious. And, if you make it a certain way and make it something good, and the other thing with waterfowl, I say, is don't overcook it. If you overcook it, it's going to be a little tougher, a little bit more livery tasting, but you can make it good and good to eat.
Wow, that was great. Thank you.
Put enough bacon on stuff, it'll overwhelm the taste of anything. That's great.
Well, there you go, right? And the bacon adds a little moisture to it, too,
yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, I never expected that to come out of a rough and tumble guy like you.
Yeah, I do like to cook. I probably do the majority of the cooking in our house, and I do like to cook when I have time and I'm not rushed.
Yeah.
But it's, you got to just figure out different ways, and it's always fun to eat things different. I just did some fish recently here. From Alaska, I did silver salmon and halibut, and I did it two different ways. I deep fried some of it, but then I also blackened some of it.
On the grill?
Yeah, on the grill. I get that Chef Paul's blackened seasoning, put it on both sides, and then get your I did it on the Blackstone. And get it as hot as I can. I turn the burners on high, let that grill get super hot, put her down on there, and you don't have to cook it very long, and cook the one side, flip it over, and then boom, done. And it's really good. And it may look burnt, but it's not burnt tasting.
Okay.
And it's very delicious that way. Just try, do something different with it. We all eat fried fish from time to time, or we eat grilled fish, or boiled, whatever you want to do with it. Mm-hmm. But I like blackened fish. It's got some good flavor, and it's really good. And you know what? It's pretty healthy for you, because you're not using butter, you're not using oil,
no fat,
nothing.
Yeah,
it's just the fish, right?
Okay, what are you doing in October 11th? Because we could use you at our shack. You sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's fun. I grew up doing all this stuff, and I just like to figure out different ways to do things and listen to other people, how they do it, and kind of use that. So and there's a lot of resources out there nowadays too. You can look up and find different recipes for things.
Well, who taught you this stuff? Dad, mom, uncle?
Yeah, I remember as a kid, my grandpa at the Duck Shack, he was the one that cooked all the time when I was a little kid, and he made his duck gravy and stuff with giblets and everything in it, and potatoes and carrots and all that, and that was delicious. And my aunt took over that when he passed away, and she did it for years, and nobody has, I don't think anyone in my family I don't know exactly how they made that. I should have listened to my aunt and seen how she made it, but nobody now does that. just, growing up with in that environment a lot and learning how to prepare different wild game. Because if you're gonna hunt it, you should eat it, and so you just develop different ways of trying things, and some are good. Sometimes you try something and you're like, nah, I didn't really care for that. I won't do that one again.
Well, can I get I'm going to do a postscript on that goose that I brought back and flopped it into the kitchen sink. My dad my mom had died 5 or 7 years before that. He remarried, and she came home as I was kind of toting that thing out in the woods to, get it out of his sight. He was a city boy, born and bred in Kansas City. She was a Minnesota farm girl, his second wife. And she said, where are you going with that? I said, Dad told me to get rid of it. She said, no, bring it back. And it was fantastic. What she did, I have no idea what she did, but even he liked it.
Yep. I've tried, I've deep fried goose before.
Yeah.
And the younger ones I thought were pretty good, but we had some bigger, older ones, not so good. But, I think it depends. The younger one's a little bit more tender, not quite as old and whatever. But, there's different ways to do things. And like we said, you just got to try it. And, the jerky, we had snow goose jerky here a few years ago, and that was delicious, to be honest. Everybody that I gave it to loved it. And it was only mixed with just a little bit of beef just to hold it together. It was mostly just goose, and it was really good.
Wow. Chef Boyardee, I love it. All right, now we got a couple of minutes left. Some good deals cooking up there at Fisherman's Corner, Rice Lake.
Yeah, well, we're into the season, right? I got a lot of closeout fishing specials going on, but I got all my Blaze Orange, hunting vests, Blaze Orange sweatshirts, hats, all that stuff is on sale. I've got game loads for shotgun on sale for the weekend. I got all my firearms are on sale. So come on up. Boots are on sale. So if you need some boots to get out, or if you find you get out Saturday and yours are leaking or whatever, we got great boots from Danner and La Crosse. So stop up and check those out. So we got lots of deals going on there. And like I said, I got some end of the year fishing deals. Musky baits are on sale. Rods, reels on sale. I got some closeouts on some reels that are really good deals with, I got a few left yet. So stop on up, check it out, and we'll get you set up whether you're going fishing or hunting or whatever you're doing. And then I just got my buck contest tickets done, and so they'll be in the store today, so you can pick those up and check out the prizes for that. Beautiful. Good job. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Have a good weekend, guys. You bet. Matt King, Fisherman's Corner. As we're getting into the hunting season, Blaze Orange, how many times do you think Matt and I mentioned Blaze Orange in the last... Probably not enough. Probably. Yeah. I just can't believe anybody would head off into the woods carrying a gun or doing whatever. Or not carrying a gun. Oh, that's a good point. Right. That's a good just point. Even if you're going out there to look at birdies. Getting your mail, whatever it might be. Oh, there's a story about that, too. Yeah. I don't want to do it right now. Okay. But, do your Blaze Orange. Stop at your favorite store, Fisherman's Corner, Marine General, Johnny's store up there, too. Sure. Do it. All right. Dave, thank you very much. The bow and arrow season begins tomorrow for deer right here in Minnesota. So the arrows will be flying. Do the deer know? We should probably warn the deer. Well, they'll get a hint. They'll find out soon enough. all these guys with crookedy old knees walking through the woods. Got a Best of Bruce Siskey show coming up right after news next on KDAL. Thank you.